Like you talk yourself into a lot of teams in the AFC.
Yeah.
The level of quarterback play, like, right? And those playoffs are going to be brutal come January with all the different teams that are capable, I think. And so I don't have the Bengals in, for crying out loud. Like, that seems crazy.
Yeah, it does seem crazy.
Doesn't it?
Actually, yeah. Because without Joe Burrow,
the level of quarterback play in that conference right now.
Without Joe Burrow, they won a lot of games last year.
They won 9 games. Well, Burrow played, about 6 or 7. What, he played 8 games? Whatever he played.
Still, without him. Yeah. Without him, they still stayed in it the whole way.
Yeah.
And they still finished above 500, 9-8 football team.
None of us picked the Steelers.
Yeah.
I think it is going to be extremely competitive in the
Caleb
AFC.
Williams fans out here, I believe.
Well,
a lot
who
of
isn't
Chicago
a Caleb
fans.
Williams fan? Absolutely.
QB. He's the QB.
It's going to be extremely difficult in the AFC, and I think our predictions sort of reflect that. Here's the other thing I was thinking about. Yurko predicted Jets, Bears,
Super Bowl.
You want to talk about a painful loss because Yurko picked the Jets to win it. I mean, that only means Aaron Rodgers is still playing.
That's why.
That's brutal.
That's why.
What a brutal loss that was.
That's why I did it.
Yeah.
I picked the Jets because of that reason.
Ugh.
Because Aaron Rodgers still owns the Chicago Bears. But at least you got there. At least you got there.
Yeah. Tell that to everybody the day after if it happens.
All right.
If your prediction comes true.
I'll be here.
I'll be here.
Then that night, I'll be on a flight to Naples, Florida.
Is that right?
Yeah, play a little golf.
Nice. Look at you. You already got that mapped out. Good for you.
I do think it's funny that Yurko's prediction, if it comes true, leads to him working more. I don't think you thought that through, Yurk. That means you're going to be working throughout the entire playoffs.
That doesn't bother
and
me.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That doesn't bother you?
That doesn't bother me. I mean, it's the playoffs, guys.
I know a lot of things that are false are said on the station.
Great
but come
line,
on,
Chris. Great line.
Really? That doesn't bother me.
That's awesome.
Carm, you know your partner.
I know him very well. You're going to be doing a lot of work if your prediction comes true. From your lips to God's ears, right?
That's right.
All right, let's give away some awards. These aren't going to be graded, but who's your MVP this year, Yerk?
My MVP, because of obviously that Super Bowl run, again, will be Aaron Rodgers.
Makes sense.
Yes.
I went with Josh Allen. Who's your defensive player?
Myles Garrett.
That's a good pick. It's not often guys repeat, but okay, that's good. I mean, it happens. Yeah.
Oh, of course it does. If you had 20 sacks again,
absolutely.
What are you going to do?
I went with Micah Parsons. He's kind of been like knocking on the door, going in his 4th year, keeps coming into his own, getting better and better.
Someone's knocking on the door.
Your coach of the year.
Salah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I could have said Eberflus too if they make the Super Bowl.
That's true.
I could say Eberflus too.
Any one of us could have said Eberflus if they go out and win 10 or 11 games. Well, I picked the Colts, so I'm going with their coach, who I happen to think is quite good, Shane Steichen.
Okay.
For coach of the year. Offensive rookie of the year.
Caleb Williams.
Yeah, he's the favorite. I went away from Caleb, actually.
I'm not surprised.
I went with, call me crazy, because his quarterback stinks, Malik Neighbors. I think he might show you just how good he is, though, and he can overcome how bad his quarterback is. Maybe that's nuts to think, because like you always say, the wide receiver is still dependent on service. Like, he needs the quarterback to get the ball his way, but I went Malik Neighbors anyway. Defensive rookie of the year, Yerk.
Funny, nobody took Marvin Harrison Jr.
No.
Who's the end-all, be-all of wide receivers going into the draft.
Look, I think he'll be special, but
I got Jared Verse.
Yeah, out in L.A. Good call.
Yeah. Rams.
I am going with Leatu Latu. I got to have a little Colts love since I have them winning a wild card spot. So figure they've got to be doing something.
You think his neck will make it
this year? Boy, Yerk, I hope. For his sake, you hate to see something like that happen if a guy's career.
This is the real deal, though. This is the real deal. This is the NFL. This is the real deal. It's not Ookla.
No.
Real deal here. So that's what we have.
The real deal, holy.
Those are the predictions.
Those are the predictions, my friend.
Yeah.
And I got some more for you tomorrow when we were at Buffalo Wild Wings in Shorewood. Just some other big picture NFL/Bears centric stuff.
All right. Today, though, I got a point of contention with some of the experts that are out there that are sitting there shocked and think the Bears are asking a whole lot out of Caleb Williams. Somebody said that the record for the Bears is 3,800 plus yards.
Yeah.
29 or 28 touchdowns.
29, I believe.
28 touchdowns.
I think it's 29.
That rookies historically struggle when they come into the league. Sans a handful of guys like C.J. Stroud who had a good year. And there's another guy that had a good year. It wasn't
Andrew Luck.
Right, but it wasn't Marino.
No.
Marino's second year is the year that he went and he blew up and he had that great year.
That's correct.
The Bears' record for yardage thrown, compared to every other team in the NFL, is historically embarrassingly low.
Correct.
It is shockingly low. Nobody is asking anything of a quarterback to go ahead and throw for 3,800 yards in this league.
No.
That is not a huge number by any stretch of the imagination. 225 yards
So the
per
record
game.
The record, Yerk, is 38-38. It's Kramer in 95.
Yeah.
38-38.
That is not a lot.
It's not a lot. In this era
In
of
a
football,
17-game season, that is not asking a quarterback to be a world beater. There are, dare I say, 7 franchises to 10 franchises in the league whose top quarterback has thrown for 5,000 yards.
of course, Drew Brees has done it.
And
Tom
he's
Brady's
a number
done
of
it.
times.
I think Peyton Manning did it.
Jameis Winston has done it.
Does Matt Stafford have one?
Tom Brady has done it.
Brady's done it.
I believe Stafford might have one. I can't say 100% for sure.
No,
But-
Stafford does not. He's got a bunch of 4,000. He did
Yeah.
4,800 and 4,900, but he does not have a 5,000.
But the point is that the number is so embarrassingly low that you're asking a quarterback not to be a world beater. Caleb Williams doesn't have to be the best quarterback in the league to be able to get over 4,000 yards. You don't have to do that. Let's not pretend like 4,000 yards in a season for an NFL quarterback is something remarkable. It is not remarkable. The new number is 5,000. 4,000 is just kind of a, okay number. Oh, great. Look, he got to 4,000 yards. Woo, okay.
Tom Brady has 2 5,000-yard passing seasons.
There you go.
Peyton Manning has one. Jameis Winston has one. I'm going to tell you right now how many Brees has. I think it's 4.
I believe it's 4.
It's 6.
Okay. He's got 6. Who else has
No,
one?
I'm sorry. 5.
5.
Yes.
Okay. Who else has one, Carm?
I can probably get them all for you in just a second. Give me a second. I was just going off the ones that we know of.
That we know.
We double-checked Stafford. Stafford did not do it. But, I mean, that's a lot of 5,000-yard passing seasons.
But that's the new number.
Yeah.
5,000's the number. That's like, geez, your quarterback is great. Wow, your quarterback can throw the ball. Man, your quarterback is a gunslinger. Man, your quarterback does something well. 4,000 yards? That's a run-of-the-mill quarterback.
Well,
Run-of-the-mill guy, as long as you can play 17 games. That's the challenge at the quarterback position. Do I think he's got a chance to throw for 4,000 yards? Yes. Do I think he plays all 17 games? That's the question mark. That's the difficult aspect of it.
I want to, and you know what? I won't start it now because we're up against the break. But when we're going to break here in a couple minutes, when we come back just after one,
But it needed to be
give
said.
you some context about what you're talking about.
I hear the national guys. They're only asking him to do that. Go blow it out your keister, man.
Yeah, we got Jason McKee's going to join us to talk Bears too. But I'll give you just so that we have a little context on the numbers and like what he has to hit, what's expected. And the one other thing you did touch on that I think is important is just availability. And we've mentioned this stat a few times over the course of the summer. The Bears haven't had a quarterback start all 16 or 17 games in a season since Jay Cutler in 2009, Cutler's first year here. That's 15 years ago. It's only happened twice for the Bears this century.
One of them was Rex Grossman,
where they've had a quarterback start every game. So does that mean like do you have to consider that trend, or is it total? I mean, they're obviously completely independent. This is this year, but is that trend meaningful enough where you say, yeah, Caleb's not going to start all 17, and what would the numbers have to look like if he plays 14 or 15 games? I'll give you just so you have an idea of what the Vegas totals are like, just so that you know. I want to try to find here real quick. Hold on, Yerk. I'll find how many single season 5,000-yard passers there are here, passing yards. There are, in the history of the NFL, I'm sorry. Matthew Stafford did do it once. I missed it when I was looking at his ledger, Yerk. I thought he had done it once.
Stafford did do it.
So there have been 15
instances,
5,000-yard passing seasons. Peyton Manning had the most ever, 5,477 in 2013. Then it's Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Mahomes, Brady again, Brees, Roethlisberger, Winston, another Mahomes, Marino, of course. Now, he wasn't a rookie, but Marino, Brees again, Stafford, and Justin Herbert. So those are the 15 seasons, and it looks like it's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it's 9 different quarterbacks have thrown for 5,000 yards. If I just counted that right, I think it's 9 different quarterbacks.
That's like it's 28% of the league.
Yeah.
28% of the league has got a 5,000-yard passer. 31 of 32, Carm. 96% of the league has a 4,000-yard passer. We are not asking for a ton.
There have been 227 4,000-yard passing seasons in the history of this league. The Bears have a grand total of 0. 227 4,000-yard passing seasons. The Bears have 0.
I think we need to then take a deep breath and say, we're not asking a lot.
I think it's finally time for a Bears quarterback to throw
yards per game. 235 yards per game.
We got
that
more,
is not difficult.
More on this topic, plus Jason McKee's thoughts on week 1. He'll be on the sidelines, and he'll join us when we come back in 2 minutes.